Oh, hey, I guess I'm live. Hello there, beautiful hypothetical viewer. I just wanted to make a quick video to talk about how I'm going to be doing National Novel Writing Month. Ooh, my computer is getting vocal. Yeah, so I don't know if anybody has noticed yet, but whenever I'm really lazy and I don't want to film a video on my phone and sync up, I've got a really complicated situation. I have to record audio on my laptop, film video typically on my phone, and then sync everything up. And when I start editing, I tend to get really lost in the weeds. So when I'm super lazy, I just live stream my announcements. I'm kind of hoping that, well, I'm very hypercritical, so I'm hoping that by doing this, I can be a little more forgiving of any weird social faux pas, or I don't even know if that's the right term, because I'm not really, I mean, this is a social interaction that we're having. Lovely. Uh, but at the same time, it's not stereotypically social. Anyhow, um, what I guess I'm trying to say there is that I am trying to give myself space to be awkward and then just forgive that. As you can see, I'm very actively forgiving right now. Yeah, so anyhow, I was contemplating doing National Novel Writing Month, sort of on and off. I've done it twice before, and oh no, I guess yeah, twice before, and I succeeded both times I tried it, although, I mean, you can kind of walk away from that experience not really writing something substantial, writing something that is only a novel in name. In fact, so I think it was in 2016, I wrote a story that the first couple of chapters were completely coherent, and then I just started spitballing like a madman. And I was even like, it was supposed to be a pretty straightforward story, but it became this like stream of consciousness, uber postmodern thing just because I was trying to, pulverize my keyboard as much as possible. So yeah, I've done it successfully, sort of, twice now, and um, now I am contemplating doing it again, but I'm going to be doing what I hope is a modified version because I don't really have a story idea to approach from scratch. But I think I've mentioned a couple of times that I recently completed the second draft of a novel that I guess I've been working on it for a little bit over a year. I don't really do so well with dates, so I'm not too sure on the timeline, but yeah, draft two actually brought the thing from this really weird fragmented state to something that's more or less coherent. But at the same time, I don't know, it's not quite where it needs to be, and it's also a little slim. Like, it's supposed to be this really grand narrative, encapsulating a lot of different concepts and covering a lot of space and time. But, as of right now, despite its ambitious nature, it's like the length of the first Harry Potter book, which is a pretty breezy read. And that's not what I imagined when I sat down to write it. So I feel like it has to be sort of malnourished in some way. So I'm going to use National Novel Writing Month, or sorry, use it as an opportunity to re-examine that book. And I already know a few things that I want to do, so that's helpful. Um, Primarily, I guess I just need to add in a few extra storylines and um, I guess give more shape to a few of the storylines that are already there. Yeah, so for day one, I'm planning on. Um, I have a lot of emails that I've sent myself with just like the dark channels notes. That's the name of the book, the dark channels. And so I need to kind of compile all of these emails I've sent myself whenever I have a random idea and make sure I have everything where it needs to be, so I can start shaping it all and making sure everything is sort of in accordance with everything else. And um, I need to reread what I have written because it's been a minute, and maybe it's not so good. Maybe it's horrible compared to what I remember. and I don't remember it as being the best book in the world or anything, but I felt proud of myself. Felt vaguely confident that I had, tackled the gargantuan task of writing a book, um, even if it was a short book. But yeah, so that's my day one objective. I think that I'll probably, maybe ideally, no promises, do um, like a once a week progress report throughout the month so that I can hold myself accountable, and the one viewer watching right now can hold me accountable. Um, Whoever you are, you have my love. Um, so that's about all I have to say. If you are so inclined, please wish me luck. And actually, before I sign off, I want to see if the one person who's on is looking at the chat or participating in the chat. Got my doubts. Oh, snap. Wienand. I hope I pronounced your name correctly. Ha. Those are some strange cognitive functions. Well, thank you very much, sir. I will certainly keep writing. I'll fight the good fight. And wow, this is weird because now I'm just talking to you and whoever's watching in the future. Oh, he left, which is my cue to leave. So thank you for tuning in. Whenever you tune in, regardless of your spatio-temporal frame, and what a lovely frame it is. I'm really trying to steer into this awkwardness thing, so forgive me. All right. I hope everybody's having a good night, and I will see you next time.